Sorry, girl. I didn't think that's where you were going. Yo, this is Rat Raps. I don't know if I've ever done a video talking about why I like snakes so much. The thing is, my interest in snakes started when I was like so little. I used to have these National Geographic DVDs. The snake one, I used to watch it so often because it was just so mad to me. It was so interesting because I'm looking at these animals. Like, I've always loved like lizards and reptilians, so I'm watching these big snakes and I'm just so interested in how they operate and, you know, how they work, how they move, how they eat. And it's so different to anything like us. And then eventually when I was able to hop on YouTube, I could actually watch videos of them, because like when I was a kid, I didn't have the internet. I wasn't able to just see a video of a snake or, you know, just look at a picture of one. I could see one if I saw one on my DVD that I had, if I was to see them in a book in school, or if I was lucky enough to be invited to a party where they have the guy that comes around with a snake. When YouTube came along, I was like, oh shit, let me get on this. I can look at snakes like all the time now. I started watching this dude you probably have heard of called Brian Barczyk. Rest in peace, Brian Barczyk. Absolute legend. Fully got me into snakes. So I always used to want a corn snake because I used to look up best beginner snake. Corn snake was always the one. So I always thought I'd end up with a corn snake if I ever got a snake. But I started looking into this chunkier snake, a ball python, and I started watching more videos, and I found them more interesting with the colours and patterns and all different types of looks. I started watching this dude called Bob Bledsoe, Green Room Pythons. I started watching I've fully binged all of his videos. It just helped fuel my fascination because I'm more like chilled than I even realised, you know. And I'd never been scared of snakes. I've never ever been scared of snakes. But I remember when it came to getting my first snake, this is my first snake, but when it came to the one that I was originally gonna get, I was so nervous to hold it because I'm like, it's been years since I've held a snake. Like, I'm actually like that excited, I'm like anxious. When it came to handling her, I was like hesitant to handle her because I was so excited, you know. It kind of like made me nervous. I was like, oh shit, I've never held a snake by myself. Now I think about it, like, it's so easy, you know. She's a big girl as well, and she's so, like, I can just hold her in one arm. It does get tiring after a bit because she's heavy. That's what you get from getting a big chunky tube of muscle. What do you expect? Thing is, she's not far off 5 feet long. She's 4'8". That's still heavy as shit to hold. I don't care what anyone says. She's all right. Like, she's not like I can manage holding the weight, and I can hold her in, you know, on one hand. But you know, it's hello. But I can manage the weight and hold it in one hand. But you know, after a bit, it does get tiring. It's like, wow, you've got some weight to you, you know. But yeah, as soon as I started looking into ball pythons, I'm not gonna lie, corn snakes went out the window, and I was like, whoa, what are these things? They're nice and chunky. Now, that's the thing. I'd been watching the video. I can't even remember. I was that young. I don't remember which ones they were. I just know they were big. Like, they were wide as well. They were chunky. They weren't thin snakes that I was looking at on the DVDs as a kid. So I seen these, and you know, I seen these big chunky things, and I was like, oh, quite like that. Well, obviously, I've seen Burmese pythons and stuff like that, but I can't house a Burmese python where I live at, you know. I don't think my living room would be big enough for a Burmese python, never mind my bedroom. I looked at these as the, you know, the big chunky ones that I could get. I started just watching videos and videos and videos and videos and videos, and I fully like just dived into watching it, you know. Any YouTuber I could watch about feeding, breeding, because I do want to breed them. I want to go through the whole experience of it. I want to, you know, I want to keep them, I want to breed them. I want to breed them because I want to take one that I've bred and keep it. Yeah, I'll probably sell the rest, but it's mainly because I want to have the whole ball python experience. Excuse me, do you like my handcuffs? But yeah, going back to what I was saying about, you know, colours and morphs and the different looks you can get. You've got this dude who's completely different to the one that I just had. You know, I had this big massive yellow thing, and now I've got this dude who looks like he's had a silver spray paint sprayed up his back. This dude's great. It's probably the more, you know, funny out of all my ball pythons. He's a bit more funny about you going near his head than the rest of them are. The rest of them are, you know, not keen on it, but he don't like it at all. So I try to not do that for him. You know, sometimes I'll have my hand, see what I mean? Sometimes I'll have my hand in front of his face and my hand will already be there and he'll see it and he'll be like, oh shit, what's that? And then he'll be like, hang on a minute. Oh no, it's calm, it's all good. But yeah, just colour-wise, different colours and patterns and stuff like that. Let me show you another one. Look at this girl, look how different she looks. She's brilliant. She's probably the most chill out of all my snakes. I've said this multiple times. She, you know, she looks completely different, and she's the one that I'm going to be breeding with the last snake that I just showed you. I'm going to be breeding them two together. She's not really head shy. She's, you know, she'd prefer it if you didn't touch her head, but she's not too bad. She's the least bothered when it comes to that. But look how good she is. Look how bright she is. Completely different to the last two snakes that I've shown you. That's what I like about them. It's just hard for me to explain why, like, you know, I don't know, I just find them fascinating. I think they are the coolest animal on earth. I think snakes are just the sickest animal you can find because they're so different. Like, they don't have arms or legs, but they can get around really well, you know. The skin is completely different. The eyes are mental looking if you can actually see them. Yeah, hell yeah, look at that. They have a Jacobson's organ in their mouth. They flick their tongue to, you know, bring scent to them, and you can tell which way they're, you know, looking because you'll see the tongue curve out. And I believe the heat pits are connected to the eyes as well. She's a great snake as well. She's got a great personality. She's chill as fuck. And also, the thing is with what Bob Bledsoe said from Green Room Pythons, he said he believes that, you know, snakes are like the monks of the animal kingdom. Something else. He said it that, you know, the monk, the fuck. Yeah, he said that. And I believe him though, because they are really calm, chilled out. I find him stress relieving as well. So if I'm sat not having a good day, I'm having a bad mental health day, I'm gonna pull a snake out and just sit with the snake and chill for a bit. I also find, you know, having the snakes good for my mental health, which, you know, if you don't get it, that's gonna sound mad to you. Be like, what? Should probably take meds instead, mate. Probably, but these are also good. You know, I'd say they're probably a lot better for you than fucking medication as well. I mean, that's fucking cool. You've got the leucistic and the pied again. I know I'm just absolutely rambling, and this video has not really got any structure, but it's kind of all I wanted to do really, was just get some snakes out and ramble about them. But yeah, you've got a pure white one, and then you've got a white one with patterns on it. How fucking cool is that? There you go, there's Milk, the most popular out of the lot. Here's Socky. So Socky, he was not eating. He didn't eat for a month. Managed to get him a meal down him now, and he's looking better. Gonna chunk him up a bit. You know, went back and forth with the breeder, found a solution, and he's eating. And we're just gonna try and keep that cycle going. Milk, he's an absolute monster. You know, he will absolutely murder you if you stare into his eyes. Look at him. No, he's great. He's a great feeder. He's great to handle. He'll just sit and chill with you. This dude will come to you if you tap on his tub. He's great. He wants to be out all the time. I don't care what people are like. Yeah, they don't want to be out of the tubs, this, that, and the other. You know, they want to sit. No, most of mine want to be in their, in their tanks and that, and just be the fuck away from you. You know, they will want to come out of it, every now and then. Like Quavers, she's sticking her neck out and, trying to explore. But if I'm nearby, if he notices me nearby, or if I tap on his tub, he will jet out, sit there until I open the tub. I'll open the tub and he'll dart for my hand. So he likes coming out. He likes to, come out and explore. Most of the time, he'll just sit with me. Sometimes he will just go off and explore a little bit. I let him free roam on my floor. But he will mostly stay by me. He will, like I say, sometimes, if he's up for it, go off an adventure. And then this dude's just a little bit weird, a bit derpy. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I've rambled on for enough, but it went from, why do I like snakes so much, to look at my snakes. But yeah, I don't know. I ain't really got anything else to add. I could sit and ramble for a lot longer, but can't be arsed. You don't want me to do that. I've been going on for 19 minutes. I've been waffling on about snakes, so I'm going to stop until, so it doesn't become unhealthy. I'm going to sit down, edit this, probably post it to TikTok, and then I'm going to have to, upload. All right, this video is done.